Well, it was a tough game. Obviously enjoyed it being in the playoffs, but wish could have played a little bit better today. But overall, a lot to grow from, a lot to learn from, and then we'll be able to do a lot this off season and grow from this and learn from it.
You attribute anything your first two passes? Guys are aggressive. You get the big one to Troy. After that, it seemed like a struggle.
Well, we just didn't have the ball a whole lot after that, so just was kind of a strange game. We got in a good rhythm early, got the ball immediately, went down and scored, and then felt like the ball was tough to get the rest of the time. But it wasn't like we were giving up a lot of points and they were scoring a lot. It's just for whatever reason, time of possession was different today, and we also didn't do a great job of converting those long third downs that we needed to convert.
We'll apologize if you address this. It's easy, these games are easier in hindsight. They get really burnt on that fake punt. Really opens up for you guys. If you get a 4th and 7 at 39, was there even talk about, hey, maybe we just keep pushing, with that aggression, pedal to the metal, and the punt, it flips the field, but could have gone either way on that call.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm on the field, so we didn't do a good job of gaining more yards to put us in a spot to have a decision there probably. So 4th and long there, out of field goal range, we pinned it back pretty good.
Bo Cook said one of the things you guys can do better is getting playoff games at home, meaning winning the division. How far off do you think this team is from being able in that spot to host a playoff game?
I mean, that's obviously what everybody's trying to do. So I think it's, I don't know. I haven't been in the league enough to know how far off we are. I just know we've competed against some really good teams this year. So, next year is going to be a new year. And, we just got to go out there and compete like we did this year.
What's your learning takeaway, I guess, for first? Everything's been a first as you progressed and stacked up good things and learning things. What's you win or you learn? What do you learn from something like this?
Well, I think the biggest thing is it's, we can make all the hype we want about playoff football, but it's just another game. It's just another, AFC game. And so, I think in the future it's just you treat it like another game, like it's the next one on your schedule, and you go out there and you play. And then there's nothing different. There's no, special thing because it's a playoff. It's just a football game. So that's encouraging to know, and, we'll handle it differently next time, hopefully.
Bo, can you take us back to the first drive and then third down connection to Courtland and then finally hitting the deep one to Troy in the pros for the first time?
Yeah, so it was, just a good little zone beater. We had, working windows with the in cut, and Courtland made a big time catch, and that was a big time start for us on third down. And Troy and I, we've been saving that for the playoffs.
Is when the time of possession is like that, lopsided like that, I mean, as an offense, do you get out of a rhythm? Do you feel like you just never could get in a rhythm after that first series?
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. It's, over there, whenever you're not in the game running plays, you can, get out of a rhythm. But, that's our job to get back in there and have a few plays that gets us back in rhythm. And, we got to do better of that next time.
Apologies if you've been asked this already, but how proud are you of the guys in the locker room for what you did this year, and how do you let this fuel you moving forward to 25?
I'm really proud of those guys. We've overcome a lot. We've, not really been counted in many games. We've just kind of, been that team that's continued to battle. Not really talked about. Just kind of felt like everybody thought we were just there, and we were just another team. But to make the playoffs was a special moment for this crew. It's something to build off of, and it's definitely not something that we're gonna. It's not our goal just to win. The regular season, just to make it to the playoffs. So, our goals are changing, and I'm excited to be around the Broncos at this time.
Bo, you said that everything was a first for you. We know how different your first offseason will be compared to just trying to get drafted and learn. So what's your approach? How much time are you going to spend in Denver? How are you going to approach the whole offseason now that you made it through the year?
Well, I'm gonna, attack it. We got a lot of building and learning and growing to do. So that's what, I'm very excited about. I think, off season, off time is, not my favorite because of the vacation, but off time is my favorite because it's time to get better and it's time to work on my craft, to work on the things that I got to work on, so that I can be better for our team, and that we don't get stuck in this position next year. And there's certain things that I can contribute to this team more, and that's what I got to find and focus on this offseason. So I'll play it by ear. We'll get a good plan together. I'll make sure that I'm working when I got to work, and also taking the time that I haven't had. So it's going to be a good off season, and I'm excited for it and looking forward to it.
Bo, how satisfied are you with your rookie season now that it's come to an end?
Well, the simple answer is we didn't win a Super Bowl, so there's a lot to learn from, a lot to grow from. But the cliche good answer would be, we had a winning season. We made it to the playoff. We did something that we haven't done in a while. We competed hard against teams that are really good, and we just kind of proved to ourselves that we belong in some of these games. But the job's you play this game to reach the highest level, and so I don't want to be complacent, and I don't want to ever be just comfortable and satisfied and happy with just something that looks good on the outside. You play this game to win, and everybody's working for a Super Bowl, and we owe that to ourselves because of the time we put into it. And unfortunately, only one team can do that at the end of the year. So 31 teams are going home, disappointed. But it's a lot to grow from, a lot to build from. I'm excited where we are. Like I said, I'm excited to be here at this time because there's, our trajectory is going up, and I'm excited for it. A lot of things, we have out in front of us, a lot to look forward to, which, I'm pumped about.
Do you have any sense of what it would take to beat teams like Baltimore and Buffalo?
After feel like, we played all of them, we, definitely have to score more than 7 points in these tough games. We went to Baltimore and only scored 10, scored 7 here today. Got to finish at Kansas City. So there's certain things where it all comes down to execution and scoring more points. And our defense played well in all the games. We just got to somehow find ways to, score and keep momentum and keep it on our side. And it's also tough. Eventually you go on the road, and all 3 games I just named were on the road. So we got to go and get key road victories. So that's what it's going to take in the future. But like I said, it's easier said than done. Only one team a year does it. So that's what we're working towards.
I just don't know if we'll have a chance to get you again, but was your rookie year what you thought it would be, more or less?
It was, that's a great question. It was more than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be, in a strange way, like, you go to a new level, you get to the NFL, and, I expected it to be tough, but I was pleased at how, at the end of the day, it's just football. They got 11 guys, I got 11 guys. We compete to go get first downs and score points, and, it's a new system, and you're learning, but you pick it up quick because we're all professionals, and that's just kind of what we do. That's our job. So I was pleased at the turnover. I was pleased at the, the transition. I thought everybody that, had my back throughout the process did a great job of developing me, getting me ready to go. My teammates accepted me, and, it makes it easy for me to jump in and just, know my role and play. But I know that the big jump from, your first year to your second year is huge. And it's all about, if you go back to work with the same mindset, what got me here, and I got to continue to do that so that I can continue to grow as a player.
Well, throughout so much of your career, you would have a new coordinator and maybe play caller year over year, which is sort of your eagerness to know that when you get started in this thing come the spring, like, there's going to be some real familiarity.
Yeah, well, that's huge, and to be honest, I don't know what it's like. So we're gonna, go into it and have some fun with it, grow our offense. I know that each offense that does well and has success year after year after year, they adapt and they change and they kind of mold to what you got. So things won't be, exactly the same, but it's just the same familiarity that I have, and that's going to be, good and fun. I'm looking forward to it. Just kind of a chance to catch my breath and reset and get back to work, which I can't wait for.